What up, though, homies and homies? It's your homeboy Grand Tizzle, and welcome to our first mini course, web design funnels. And the series is going to be a 30-day series, so I hope you guys really benefit and enjoy this. So the reason I put together a mini course is to give you an idea of the things that you can and will learn. Actually, you're definitely going to get much more advanced training in the actual course. But you're going to learn a lot of things about web design and development and stuff like that. And the reason why I'm doing this for the next 30 days, because this is more immediate return. You know, if you was to start learning this, there's a more immediate return on this. And I'm into doing whatever I can do to help you now. You know, whatever is relevant. And right now, these type of designs is relevant. You can make money from this immediately. Flyer designs is good. Mixtape covers is excellent. But this right here, there's a need for this right now. And since there's a need for this right now, it's more beneficial for me to teach you this, because you can actually learn this and go make some money right now, as opposed to if you learn, you know, mixtape covers, you got to go out there and hustle and get your name out there and this and the other. Same thing with flyers. You got to go to Facebook and find out who's having a party and then post it and, you know, stuff like that. And the benefits of learning flyer design is that you are more an advanced artist and your website is going to be that much more advanced. And that is the benefits of it. So I'm not going to knock it. Actually, when you do flyer designs, is way more intense. Is way more graphically intense than producing web designs. Now, before we move on to the what we're going to talk about in this session, I want to show you the value of having this skill. I'm going to show you when you have this skill, when you know how to do this. I'm going to show you what the going rates are for people that have this particular skill set. Give me 1 second. Okay, so before we move further, I'm going to show you the value of being a funnel designer. This is the value that you give to yourself when you learn how to develop funnels professionally. Now, you can go out there and try to do it on your own, but if you don't know the rules, the laws, the rules, rule number 1, rule number 2, rule number 3. If you don't know the rules, you can do everything in your power. I don't care how beautifully graphic you are. Your funnels is not going to look good. It's not going to convert, and you're not going to be able to charge what you charge, because clients is not even going to want you, because your websites don't have an aesthetic look. And the aesthetic look comes from the inside knowledge. There's an inside knowledge, yes, there's an insider knowledge, and that's the reason why it costs so much to learn how to do this. But that's also the reason why you get paid so much. You get paid very high, okay? If you really want to be a cheapskate like me, and you want to help people, you start off charging $500-$600. It's not recommended. You mess up the market like that, but you know, it's understandable. But that's what you should do getting started, if not doing stuff for free. But then eventually you're going to want to move up down to these prices, what they charge you. But I don't want to spend too much time talking about that. We had already talked about that in previous videos. But what I do want to say is, this is the ranges when you're a top 1% funnel designer. And look at the key word here, 1%, top 1%. There's not a lot of designers out there. That's the reason why we can charge these prices. So I'm encouraging you, you know, if you're interested in flyers, you're going to be a monster when you learn how to do funnel designs. And you're going to be unstoppable. And your money is going to just overflow. Your cup will overfloweth. So let me show you what everybody is getting. Andrew, he do funnel designs. His ranges start from $1,500 to $35. 𝗃𝘂𝗹𝗃 ranges from $1,500 to $35 per funnel. Not entire websites, not 5, 6, 7 pages, about page, a home page. No, 1 page funnel design, $1,500 to $3,500. I am giving you the opportunity to teach you how to do that, so that you can be the type of person that is sought out to do a 1,500 to 3,500 funnel design. I'm showing you this because I don't want you to think I'm exaggerating. I know it was all hypersensitive, the first video, the previous video, but it's because I'm passionate about helping you guys, and it's real. Like, this is real, y'all. So we got Courtney. She started at 1,000 to 3,500. Can you imagine? What would you do if you had $3,500 after building one funnel site? It could take up to 10 hours to do a funnel. It never really is longer than that. Only way that it will be longer than 10 hours, then that's a 1 day of work. 1 day. But typically, if it takes longer, it's because you're working on it 2 or 3 hours a day. That's it. That's the only reason. If you sat down and you worked on one funnel for a whole day, and you'll see in this session, because we're going to do an above the fold image. An above the fold image, if you can see this mouse here, is just what's above the fold, like the first thing you see when you land on the page. We're going to work on that today. I'm going to show you the process and the thought process behind how we build sites and things like that. Look at this. Emerald, 1,535. Look at Gustin. Look at this cat here. He charged from 5,000 to 10,000. This is not Photoshop. Look, this is funneldesign.io, a list of funnel designers. Look at this guy, 750 to 2,000. Even a cheap 750. When you're doing a site for 750 and you're just putting together a few elements and text, that's some good money. You can make this in 2 days. 2 days if you split up the hours of working. Okay? Hazel, 15 to 35. Converting funnels for 6 to 7 figure experts in personal brands. Look at the people look at the walks of life. Female, couple, female, foreign female, male, female. Look at all the different people that these people know the value of being a funnel designer. Anyway, I don't have to keep doing it. Look, 2,000. He ranged from 2,000 to 5,000. This guy is 600 to 35, young cat. He look like he's from African descent, 15 to 35. Look, this guy, Kai, 25 to 10,000. Look at the portfolio here. Now, the reason why you're going to benefit so greatly is because you're not just going to learn the basic information of websites. After you learn the basic, because there is some rules and there's some fundamentals and essentials. But once you learn that, we're going to take it a step further. That's where you benefit from hiring me to train you, because we're going to take it a step further, because we already do intense graphic design. I know I've been yapping, but I'm really trying to help you to appreciate what you're learning here and actually what you're watching. Okay, I'm telling you, this is life-changing. It's life-changing. It's so life-changing. I can't overemphasize it, so I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. Let you make the final decision. But if you made it this far, then you deserve to watch the rest. You deserve to benefit from it, and you definitely want to take advantage of the opportunity before it gets too late. One more thing I want to say to really help you understand the urgency of learning this is because once people start getting wind on how easy it is to design funnel pages, once people get wind on how easy it is to design these pages and look at the amount of money that you can make from after you learn it, it's going to be too saturated. It's going to be too saturated for you. So you're going to want to be what they call here the top 1%. You're going to want to be one of the top 1%. And the thing about it is, by you learning now, by you learning as soon as possible, as quick as possible, you put yourself in the top 1%. You don't want to be in the top 10%, the top 20, the top 50, top 100. No, because once you start getting that far off, the chances of you getting work gets lower, and you're going to have to lower your price. And you don't want to lower your price. You want to stay up in that top rank. Okay? So that's the reason. That is the reason why the urgency is emphasized. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. If you're interested in it, move on it. Don't overthink it. Don't overqualify. Don't examine and cross-examine. Well, let me go over here and let me see, do people really make that money? Because you're wasting time. Yes, people making that type of money. That is the reason why the price is this. That's why. Because you will see $200, $300 starting at $300. No, you will start seeing that once you wait too long, and it's so many freaking funnel designers that's available. You won't have no choice but to charge a couple $100s to get a job. You see what I'm saying? And the problem with that is that now the market is so saturated that nobody can make no money. So you really do want to play the game. You want to understand what's going on in the economy and the economy of funnel designers, and you want to get on top of it as soon as possible. If you want to make money doing graphic design for clients, because all this is graphic design. It's just graphic design. What do it matter if you do a flyer or a poster or a movie or a book cover or a website? What difference do it make? It's all design. So I'm pleading, if you want to jump on an opportunity, you better do it. And again, the prices definitely would go up. It's only going to stay small for a very small amount of time. So this is a client that I was working on, that I'm, working to do some, well, he had already hired me to do one page for him. And I got his video posted that I'll be releasing soon. And it's going, I'm showing you the entire process. It took me, I think, like 4 or 5 hours to do his entire page, charging $500. Low budget, but I did a really good job for him. And I'm actually showing a fast video. You can see that. You'll see that I'll upload it. I mean, it's already uploaded. I'll make it available soon, but I want to put a few of these out here first. So the first thing you want to do when you is redoing people's website, first, for one, you don't want to build it from scratch. You don't want to build their website from scratch. If you do build their website from scratch, you have to charge. You cannot go no less than $1,500. Okay. When they already attempted to do their website, and then you have to just go in there and redesign it and restructure it because all the information is already here, that's a bonus. That's where they done already did the $1,000 work. So you just do the $500 part. You see what I'm saying? So your majority, if not all your clients, you all want to start off, especially over at SamCart. They got ClickFunnels too, but we're here at SamCart. You always want to only pick what they already done. If it's not enough information, then you encourage them. We'll put a little bit more information on there, and then we can come over here. But the thing is, once it's already done, you already have the information, and now all you want to do is just make it look beautiful and make it look appealing when the person first lands on the page. So the first thing that we'll do is learn the product, understand that industry as much as we can. Definitely do some research. Don't just go in there redesign and restructuring. Do the research first and visualize what can make all this look better. So one example of what can make this look better is instead of it just being a plain water bottle, or it's not a water bottle, a blender, maybe we can add some fruit. Just add some color. And maybe we can add some, make it fresh, like a fresh vibe. So maybe we can add some blue water. And now the fruit is splashing in the blue water. So when a person land on the page and they looking at above the fold, because keep in mind, there's some rules that when it comes to websites, you only got 3 to 6 seconds to grab their attention. If you send somebody to a website and they look around and the first, nothing grabs their attention, like unfortunately this image just won't grab nobody's attention. But we're gonna change that. We're gonna fix that. But you only got 3 to 6 seconds. So how can we grab a viewer's attention, or should I say a customer or prospect attention, as soon as they land on the page? So that's taking this and making some excitement. So the color of the fruit can bring excitement. The color of the water can bring excitement. Maybe the blue, beautiful skies can bring excitement. And then we may even add some palm tree leaves in there. Now, why palm tree leaves, Terrence? Well, because what we want to do is put the viewer in a tropical mind state, for lack of better words. And tropical subconsciously will represent freshness, fresh, crisp, icy cold. Maybe we show some blue ice. Blue will represent the calm and the cold for thirst. And the fruit will represent fresh and burst of flavor. So you see the water, you see the ice, you see the fruit, and then this represents the thing that ties it all together. That's going to make a person say, I want this, because there's a few bottles out there. It's a few cordless smoothie makers out there. So what's going to make this one stand out? The imagery. The imagery is going to make this stand out over the average. Now that you understand the approach and how we're going to approach it, and also the above the fold sets the tone for the entire page. That's why that's very important. So now with that being said, we're going to move on to the next chapter and start developing it. And hopefully I can be able to put this together in a small amount of time, since we're already 17 minutes in the game. Okay, let's begin with the above the fold image. So with those thoughts about water and splashes and fruits and things like that, we're going to kind of put a lot of focus on that. So maybe a few things that we're going to need to do with this image. But what we can do is start off with some blue, the type of blue that we might want to have in the image. So let's say we'll start like that. And soften it. So going back to the concept, the above the fold image again have to be the thing that grabs attention. So one thing that's going to grab attention is freshness. Our subconscious is going to see some fresh, clean. Here, let me stretch this canvas just a little bit. It's at 500. Let's make it 640 height. I don't think we're going to need it that big, but I just want the space. And of course, we're going to have to do that over again. Okay, and we're gonna have to play around with this water bottle so it can be see-through. Maybe we won't concern ourselves with it now. Let's see. Okay, maybe maybe we can do something like this. Hold on, wait a minute. Before you do that, we want to make a copy. We want to make this see-through. Let me show you a little tip that we can do to make this see-through. We can kind of do it like that, right? And then bring the original back. Here, let's put the original above the fold. And we want to remember these lines here. And matter of fact, here, let's do this before we even, let's make another layer, and then we'll because what we want to do is kind of keep these shines. So let me show you what we can do. Something like this. Make it straight. And like this. And then let's do this. Bring that up. And this is just a tip that you can apply using any of your software. It don't have to be Photoshop. This is just the concept. This is just a concept. So let's make the selection, and let's make some highlights. So it's already white. Let's go in here and get the paintbrush. Let's do that, right? And let me show you what it's doing here. If we remove that, we'll see where our highlights is going. So let's make that highlight, and then all we got to do is, first of all, let's blur it a little bit so it can be realistic. So we'll put the Gaussian blur, and yeah, something like maybe a little, something like that. It's probably not making sense to you now, not yet anyway. And then let's rotate that, transform, flip it. Then we'll bring it to this side. And maybe we can stretch it a little, because you know how it be, like, it don't never be perfect. And then maybe we can take this, make another copy, and then thin it. And let's move it back. Or move it somewhere. Okay, that's cool. And then maybe we can even blur that. Okay, yeah, good. And that would be our highlights, right? And then when we bring this back, since we have this kind of just, it's like a see-through, transparent, we bring this back, and then we kind of just erase this portion here. So or here, better yet, because I'm looking at it like maybe this may be better. Let's take the entire section here, and let's cut it, and then let's paste it, and let's put it back in its place. And now let's adjust the opacity to that. So now we got it look like, you see what's happening? Okay, so we're experiencing a little bit of the see-through there. And then to take it even a step further, we can go to our eraser tool, and we get like a soft round where you have feathered edges, and maybe just delete that section, or maybe a little bigger. Delete that so we can see the little spinner. Okay. That's better. It's see-through. So we just made that see-through, and you know, there's a few more things we could do here. Like, for example, not that, but like those here. Hold Control E, merge that together. Then take Control E, merge that together. Okay, then let's stretch this. Hold Shift to pull it so it can stretch. Push it up a little, and maybe change the opacity to that a little. Okay, Okay, cool. So we just took it and made it transparent. There's a lot of different other ways we could have made it transparent, but that was just the choice of the day. All right, so got that transparent. So now let's go in here and add some water. Add some splashes here. And let's pick this one. Okay, cool. Now it's not going to be a keeper. It's just something to kind of get us started here. And now let's take our bottle. Maybe tilt it. Okay. And again, that may change, but let's go back up in here, and I got some fruit that I gathered, and we can drop some of that fruit. It's already splashed in water. It would be difficult to try to Photoshop that, so I just got some pre-made images, and I think we're going to use this one. Let's see. 6. It's a bigger size here. Let's try this. Okay, yeah, that's pretty small. So let's rasterize that. Okay, so let's see if we can blend this somehow. Okay, it's looking a little busy, but we're gonna have to fix that, figure it out. Let me try to find another image. Okay, look like this might be a better image here. Let's hide that and rasterize this and see what we can come up with here. That. Okay, yeah, it looks like that might be a little cleaner. Okay. So already we're starting to see, now it looks like it's not like 100% clean, but a little splashes of water, but you know, we can work with that. We'll work with that. Okay, so we got this. Let's do this. Let's add a layer above this blue, and yeah, we're just gonna add a darker blue here to kind of separate and to make some contrast. Contrast? Yeah, contrast. Okay, now that, and then let's take this and let's make the blue similar, but the same family. Okay, boom. And then let's go in here and let's go in here and do something like this. Higher layer. Let's make it white. Paint inside. Deselect and then blur it. Okay, there we go. Now that look oceany, clean, pretty. Of course, there's a few other embellishments we're going to need to make this work, but that is a fair start. It's a fair start, not the best, Let's bring this back into, yeah, okay. Gotcha. I'll see. All right, so we want to put some emphasis on, you know, the splash here. So let's see. Oh, no, not that. This water here. That's what I want to touch. Let's make that layer bigger so we won't have that separation look weird. Okay. All right. So that's looking okay, right? Let's take everything here. Let me see. This need to be moved back down. Okay. Let's make it a little sense. Let's add some more dynamic imagery. So let's make a copy of this, and let's maybe something like that. Let's make another bottle so it can, you know, just look like it's just doing things, right? And then we need some headroom up here. So select those two bottles. We can always resize the canvas, but I kind of want to keep everything like this right now. So the water and the water and the fruit. Okay, there we go. Yeah, he's gonna love this. There's some things that I could do to, you know, tighten it up a little bit. We're gonna work with this for now. This blue is different from this blue, and also this background look like a mountain. So let's select that and let's move it down to make it invisible. Okay. But actually, you know what? I actually kind of like that blue background. Here, let's do this. Let me drag this down. And let's put a blur on it. See what happens. Just to soften the edges a little bit. Yeah, I like that. I actually like that. That's good. It's a contrast and separation. And we need to take this here, this blue, and we need to blend. We need to change the hue. We need to change the hue of it to match that a little bit. The foreground hue is a little bit more green or blue. Something, see that? Okay, let's do it all the way. Okay, let's dial it back until it blends, until the color is similar. Okay, and well, that's not perfect, but you know, it's close. Then let's maybe darken it. Yeah, something like that. Okay, we got some decent things going on. Let's make it transparent. So let's first rasterize it, and then let's go to our eraser tool, and then let's change the opacity to like half, so it won't take up too much. Matter of fact, let's lower it even more, and that's a good spot. Then maybe let's go to the white spots, shrink it down. Let's go to the white spots and make them. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. And then let's go to this one, because I got a lot of white spots. So I want to keep the white in there, but I also, because that's, you know, there's always white refraction from water and glass and things like that. So you don't want to remove the white altogether. Okay. So overall, this is looking undecent. Look like to me. Okay, I think this is okay. Let me get those a little bit. I don't like the super white, you know, like this, just a solid white. Okay, I'm gonna probably have to go back and add some, like some real true splashes in there. But this is looking really good. Before I get too far, let's put some palm trees or something like that in there. So let's go in here and see if we can go to our flowers or trees, right? Right here. We got trees. Let's try this. And we only want the edges. We don't want the whole tree. So we only want something like that. Right? And again, we know we're not selling tropics. We're selling the subliminal message of fresh, clean spring. That's the concept behind that. So I just rasterize that and then make a copy and then bring it over here. And let's rotate, transform that. Okay. And yeah, we pretty much own something there. Now this is a really good above the fold image, really good. And now we just took a normal, you know, average little bottle, and we made it look like it's something that is desired, you know. And I'm trying to create some visual hierarchy. So to do that, kind of want to do some stacking. So stacking is like, you know, something like that, or something like that. That's kind of like stacking, right? That's visual hierarchy, where there's, oops, sorry about that, where there's some movement or some elements that's, you know, maybe something like that. Oops, sorry about that. Undo the move. Yeah, the client is going to definitely love this for sure. And this, again, it sets the tone for the entire page. Okay, this is decent enough for that, for the beginning, for the above the fold page. A few minor small other things that we can add. For example, let's go back to our ultimate toolbox, and let's give some splashes in particular. So let's try this. Yeah, I like that. And let's make it small so it can really look busy and detailed. Excellent. And draw it in together a little bit. That's excellent. So what we do, we'll put a little bit of in front, and then we got to put something behind it. So let's take this, make a copy of it, and then let's put it behind all three bottles. And I'm gonna show you something. Give it some dimension here. Okay. So the dimension is, if we was to raise it, and you see how it's playing, see how it's being transparent in there. I sounded real country when I said that. I said in there. Yeah. See, this way, it's like really in there. Now, we got the going on in the back, you know, the transparent. Now, but this is in the way. So let's use some warping. Let me see which one we're going to transform. Let's see what regular warp would do. So let's say we turn it down. And the same thing with this side. But I want the middle to, yeah. You see? And then this here now is starting to be in the way. So let's you know, you don't have to be that splashy. Sheesh. Well, actually, here, let's see. Yeah, I'm starting to think it may be too much. So let's just kind of put that there, and I'm looking at it just to make sure that it's all, you know, not too much madness going on. Okay, cool. Let's turn our opacity back up. We're going to get rid of some of this and kind of just let it try to blend in a little. All right, that's okay there, and this may need to be addressed a little more too. And before we address it, let's give it the same color tonalities as the rest of the water. So we'll move and adjust that until it, until it's that teal type blue blend. Okay, and now that we got our color, let's go back and transform. And let's use our I'm gonna use it's a certain type of warp that I would actually like to use. Okay, this is what I was looking for. I want to be able to do some different things at different points. Yeah. And we can do water like that. You know, water is organic. I don't care. All right, that's it. That's it. Okay, so that's above the fold, that's above the splash, and then we're going to put some wording up there. And if we compare, if we look at the before and after, you know, we'll be going from this to this, and that's going to set the tone for the entire page. So we're going to go, our primary colors is basically going to be blue and red. Red is going to be the call to action buttons and the highlights, and the blue is going to be the dominant color. Blue and maybe green. And then we're going to do the call to action with that. So that is step one. That would be our first approach. Then I'm going to save this, and then when we come back to our next session, we're going to do the wording and text and things like that, and you know, pick the font, pick the location where we're going to use the text and things like that, and that's the first steps. Now, if you don't want to wait the whole entire 30 days and watch these, you know, tutorials step by step and all that type of stuff, make sure you click the link below and you can jump right into the course sessions, and you will learn all the little secrets, because you're not going to learn everything. You know, there's some things you got to pay for, you know, some knowledge, but you will have the advantage right here, because you know your homie Grand Tizzle is always holding y'all down, so you still can benefit from these. But if you want to stop playing games and you want to start getting paid for this craft, then you're going to want to definitely join the class. All right, I hope you guys benefit from this. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry that it was so long. Again, this is a training course. It's a mini training course because it's, you know, it's mini. It's not the real deal Holyfield. Thank you for watching, and make sure you stay tuned, hit the notification button so that you can see the continuation of this development of one of the client's websites. All right, thank you for watching. Until the next time, I'll see you in a minute. I'll see you when I spin it. Peace.